Pulse Con is upon us, and I think it's time for some predictions. Stay tuned and let's talk about it. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Strong Collectors Podcast. I'm your host Dakota, here with my co-host Jordan, and today we're going to try to do some PulseCon predicting. So that's coming up the end of this week. So
Friday.
That's going to be Friday. I believe that starts at 8 a.m., doesn't it? I got it pulled up
It's
here.
11. I think it's Friday the 22nd at I think 11.
Yeah, 11 Eastern.
saw.
So that'll be 10 a.m. for us here in Central. And then you'll have to do the math if you're in California. I think that is 8 a.m. for you guys. So
You're on your own.
set your alarms.
You know where you are.
Before we get into that, though, I wanted to give a shout out from somebody I bought. I bought a Vulcan in the groups just for cheap custom. And then I think he was like a couple days late out, so we felt bad. He sent in, I don't even know what the Ninja is from. It's, I think, a G.I. Joe. But he just tossed that in.
That little Storm Shadow action? Is it the White Ninja?
Seems a little basic to be Storm Shadow. I don't have any G.I. Joes. I feel like I would hope that Storm Shadow got a better treatment than this, but I don't know.
It's like...
Might be some more custom. Might do a paint job on him, but then also threw in a Bone Breaker. But then for the first time ever, I've never gotten this from any purchase. I got some hard copy toy photography. So
Wow.
we got him with his G.I. Joes. Got them all printed out.
Who is it?
This is from Daniel Garcia. So I'll put maybe just a picture of...
Does he comment on us?
I don't know. I should see if he's following the Strong Collectors on YouTube.
If he likes free toys.
Yeah. But anyway, I thought that was kind of cool.
That's cool, man.
Maybe I'm going to have to start printing out some of my toy photography and sending that with stuff that I sell.
Yeah. I've never seen that. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I've never thought of that. But
Me neither.
that would actually be cool, because then you can make like an album
Mm-hmm.
because like you take your pictures and like you have them on your phone or computer or whatever, but that'd be cool to have them printed out and like,
Yeah.
oh, I remember that pose, and you know.
Maybe I'll have to start like autographing the back.
for when you're the famous Hasbro.
Exactly, yeah.
Next
All right.
photographer. All right.
Let's get into
Pulse
Hasbro. So, we know some of the, and maybe this is all of the reveals, but I don't think it is, because this is pretty weak on the pre-orders for PulseCon exclusives. The Marvel Legend, since that's kind of our main toy line we collect, we know that one of, possibly the only, but at least one of the pre-orders is going to be Detroit Steel as a PulseCon exclusive. So that's kind of the redecoed of the MCU Ironmonger, more red, white, and blue. He's got like a turret on one hand and a chainsaw on the other hand. Jordan, you know and I know. I don't know nothing about this guy. But you put a turret on one hand and a chainsaw on the other, and I'm going to have it. So I think I'm going to be getting Detroit Steel. We'll see how much he costs.
I was going to say, price would probably be a factor there, though. But he's an exclusive, so
yeah.
if you want
But I also don't think he's going to be flying off the shelf either. So, because I think that Mojo World was a PulseCon exclusive from last year, right? Leave us a comment down below. Was Mojo a PulseCon? I think he was.
Does that mean you can only get it during PulseCon?
No, because it didn't sell so well. So before that, it was
put it on the website.
Yeah, before that it was Venom and that MODOK Elvis 2-pack thing.
Right.
And then last year I think it was the Mojo World, but I could be wrong.
But yeah, I'm confusing it with Deadpool, where you could be there, right, and you had access to order him early, but then they put him up for every. All right, okay.
So
makes sense.
Maybe that he would end up going on sale, but I don't know. Well, again, price. If the price is good, I'll take it. And then some of the other ones, we probably won't speculate on these, but we've got the G.I. Joe Classified 3-pack, Crimson Strike Team, and then the Star Wars Black Series is going to have the Force Unleashed 3-pack, which...
With Star Killer and some Stormtroopers, which I think I saw people were a little underwhelmed, like...
Yeah.
I mean... Isn't it like hundreds? What is it?
I don't have the prices on here.
It was over It's over 100, I think. People were kind of like,
crazy.
really, for him and like 2 run-of-the-mill stormtroopers,
right?
you know? But
and I'm sure you've got stormtroopers, and I thought
well,
that we'd seen
people
this
really
forever.
want that character,
Mm-hmm.
but it's like I think some people are upset that it's like locked as a like a set. I'm sure they'll release him by himself later, though. So
yeah, I don't.
And he has like a million different costumes in that game, so I have no doubt he'll.
Yeah.
I saw they had a vintage collection one too, though. I think it was Vader and Obi-Wan. So a 2-pack.
Possibly, yeah. I mean, I'm looking on comicbook.com. They have some of the reveals here, but they don't have that one. So maybe you're getting an exclusive Jordan made up.
I know there's at least that, but I didn't think it was up right now. But
and then Transformers has Hot Rod something or another. I don't know. We don't do Transformers, so if you're into that, sorry that it's not getting the love it deserves here, but I'm sure you've got.
I'm sure there's a podcast for that somewhere.
yeah. Anyway, I think we're gonna probably stick Legends here. We've also seen the leaks of the Green Goblin. That's going to be a deluxe, which I'm surprised by. I was expecting the glider to be a Build-A-Figure, but
I know you were.
There's no, if it's coming as a deluxe, there's no way.
The No Way Home Green Goblin, like you said, and sort of that look he has in the movie. I saw Dan tweeted also that that would be. It's kind of funny. Did you see that? He's like something about it being revealed soon, because it's like I think he knows like how shoot that leak, but
because I think he also had a tweet like Mondays, and then it was I don't know if it was actually Norman Osborn, but same actor, and it's just kind of his like
yeah.
But what'd you think of that deluxe? How's it look?
I mean, from those photos, even like not even just like actual promo shots, I think it looks really good.
Yeah,
I'm impressed by how. I guess for some reason I don't. When you were talking about the glider being a Build-A-Figure, I was like, no way. But maybe it's bigger in the movie than I remembered.
Yeah, but I mean, if you remember like Tom Holland like holding it over his head.
That's true. That's true. So that looked cool. I mean, the sculpt on the figure, the detail, like that all looked pretty good to me. So I don't do as much MCU, but that is definitely one that I'm going to be probably having to pick up.
But you do have the No Way Home 3-pack. So.
That's true. So I need my Norman Osborn for sure. But yeah, I think that looks really good. I mean, most everyone I've seen talking about it seems to feel pretty positive about that. So.
Yeah.
And I think they like that it's a deluxe.
Yeah.
Because I think that would have frustrated a lot of people. Well, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
if you had to buy all the figures to build the glider, which is like, what's Green Goblin without his glider, So.
Yep. So it is the hobo look, which if you've been listening, folks, I've been telling you for years now, it's going to be the hobo look. But it comes with the like regular head sculpt, but I think some of those like purple parts are going to be sculpted onto him. So you can at least have the normal mask, which I'm glad it comes with. But you're not going to get the full like just green
from like
Iron
the
Man,
first movie.
Yeah, looking Green Goblin suit. So
Power Ranger Green Goblin.
Right. So now that leads us to believe that's probably going to be revealed at Pulse Con, along with the only leak that Rectangular put out that hasn't been shown yet, which is the full No Way Home wave. And that was, we were assuming, was going to be the Green Goblin Build-A-Figure. What do you think it is now? Because we're supposed to be getting a deluxe Doc Ock. But
did he leak that, or are we just speculating that?
No, he leaked that originally.
A deluxe Doc Ock? Okay.
Yes.
Well, that would make sense to me then. I mean, my best bet at that point is going to be Lizard, but...
That's where I was thinking too, because what else is going to be... But then, if it's not the Lizard, I could see them kind of pulling... Oh, this is kind of how they did that last MCU wave. There's no Build-A-Figure parts a part of that, so they just say, "Oh, this is just the No Way Home wave," and there's
the Infinity Saga. You mean?
Yeah. So I could see them doing some sort of like, "Oh, it's in this special No Way Home packaging, which equals no Build-A-Figure." I think
it's the collector edition packaging, so it's going to be a little more too.
Yep, exactly. So
$29.99, no Build-A-Figure.
Maybe that's just me being.
Yeah, a little pessimistic.
Pessimistic, yeah, because
I'm going to choose to believe we'll get a Lizard, but
Yeah. So
Call me crazy.
the leak the No Way or that Rectangular put out for the No Way Home wave was Toby, Andrew, Tom, Matt Murdock, MJ, Sandman, Green Goblin, and Deluxe Doc Ock. So do you think
Green Goblin was indicated as part of the wave, or was he indicated as a deluxe?
he's not indicated as
Just
a deluxe?
listed?
So do you think maybe there was a little switcheroo there where now Doc Ock is a part of the wave and Green Goblin is a deluxe, or we're also going to get a Doc Ock as a deluxe too?
I would be curious how they would package it, because would you get like a tentacle and an arm, and then a tentacle and a leg, and a tentacle and an arm? And
I would hope he's not the Build-A-Figure. That would be so ridiculous.
Yeah, I would. I'd almost rather them just. Actually, I would rather them just do him as a deluxe and do your thing and say there's no Build-A-Figure. It's just.
Mm-hmm.
But they got. I don't know. But because I was going to say they need people to buy the civilians, but I think people will want those. Like people are going to want a Matt Murdock, and people are going to want that Mary Jane. I think.
Especially if there's some sort of.
It's the only one they have, isn't it? That 2-pack one.
Yeah, and that's
like
old.
I think that still goes for like 40 some.
Yeah. And I think even the Matt Murdock, if they can do something newer with the suited body, I could see people liking it.
Mm-hmm. So maybe I hadn't even thought of that. It's a good thought. So, I mean, who knows? Maybe it'll just be an Aunt May Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, that would be.
I'm just trying to think who else it could be. Like if we eliminated Doc Ock and Lizard.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything else, unless there was.
I don't think they would do like a comic character. That would be kind of weird. I think.
Yeah, I could see them doing a larger Sandman, but even that doesn't make much sense if they have the regular Sandman and a big one. It just
because he doesn't like go big in that. Well, does he? I guess he turns into like a sand vortex, man.
Right, but that's like too big to. Next HasLab.
I was gonna say. They just I think you said this. Do it in an homage to the Spider-Man 3 Build-A-Figure, or they just repackage it shot for shot. The statue where he's like, Arr.
Honestly, I think that would be kind of fun. I don't know how many other people would think that would be fun, but
yeah,
that thing goes crazy money. Like I think you've sold a couple of them, and I think I've
only sold one. I was gonna buy one recently, but I'm pretty sure it was a scammer.
Okay.
But
I mean that goes over 100, right?
Yeah, when I sold it, it was like mid 200s. I think that I sold it for. I got it for like I don't know. Somebody's selling it for cheap, but I don't know. I guess because it's a novelty, but
it's just the completists looking for it. I would assume. So okay, outside of that No Way Home wave, which we've talked about quite a bit on the channel,
right?
Do you think we're going to see any of those other reveals that they had at San Diego Comic-Con where there was Vision and...
Yeah, I mean, would it be crazy to say they do, like, Vision, Earth's Mightiest? Like, he's at least, like, going up or something?
Yeah. I mean, I could also see Chris Starr being a Pulse Con exclusive, because that's a pretty specific character.
I would say that's a fair bet.
Okay.
Chris Starr, and then Detroit Steel...
Those would be like your two Pulse Con exclusives, and then just some other general reveals.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Like you have like Vision, because you can still tie him into the Earth's Mightiest thing, the No Way Home wave. Do you think that'd be a pre-order, or do you think they would just be saying like, "Here's the wave coming soon" type thing?
Yeah, I don't, because I would assume it's got to be here before Christmas, and. That's really not
like
that
it'll be released or like people.
I think it'll be in hand before Christmas.
Ooh, okay.
That's my. Yeah. I don't know how or why it would take any longer than that because the movie's been out for so long. What are they doing?
Especially if they have the Green Goblin like ready to go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and those were like in hand pictures leaked. So
yeah,
I would assume it's got to be probably just available and like shipping. Pretty immediately.
Yeah.
But, yeah, outside of that, I don't think we would... I don't know, maybe we would see Justice, and I would think he would come in a 2-pack with maybe a Firestar from that kind of older team, but I don't think that was even the costume he was in. So maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're going to talk more about the HasLab, but I think that's why they release the HasLab earlier so that they could kind of hype it up more, have kind of a little bit of a momentum boost, and not have to spend all of Pulse Con talking about it, because they're going to want you to be excited about whatever those exclusives are.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, I always try to like rein in my expectations for some of these, because I'm always like, just because it's fun, when you see like reveal, you're like, oh, these are sweet, and just to me, it's cool when that happens. I think we talked about this before, but like, it's fun to see a leak, but it's kind of cool when it's like, whoa, like I didn't know that was coming. Like, that looks sweet.
I agree.
Thing. So I hope there's something that's like out of left field that we don't even know about. Is what my hope.
Yeah, that would be nice, because I agree that it takes a little bit of the fun out of the reveals when you have the leaks ahead of time. But I think, at least for me, I think that the leaks are a necessary part of my collecting.
Yeah.
So that I know what to budget for as the year goes along, and I kind of know like, oh, I really want this No Way Home wave. I better make sure I've got some money in the toy fund. I think I'll buy any of these, but
Well, yeah, I just think every once in a while it's fun to have like a. Whoa.
Yeah.
Didn't know we were doing that, but I don't know. I'm not really sure even what that would be.
Yeah, but and that's why it'd be shocking.
That's the beauty of it. So, I'm hoping in a few days we can do one where I say I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So you probably aren't going to get Detroit Steel, right?
That's a hard pass for me, brother. But
Jordan can't be swayed on action figures he doesn't know anything about.
Hard pass on that.
And
I could though, like that Chris Starr guy. I don't know much about him, but I think he looks cool. I did a little bit of reading and
I thought that was a hard get for you.
Oh, it is. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, good.
I'm saying I didn't know who he was. I just saw him and I was like, that looks cool. And then I did a little reading in the meantime, and that's kind of made me want him even more. But
do you have a price threshold on him, or are you just I'm getting him? I mean, obviously there's a price threshold, but like,
yeah, I don't know. He'll probably be a little premium price.
I would think at least $30. Yeah.
I was gonna say 30, 35.
Yeah.
I'd probably get. I mean, if he's like a $50, but like, there's
hard
no
pass at $50, but yeah,
I think 30, 35. Kind of fun, kind of a fun like novelty.
Mm-hmm.
You know me, dude. I'm always hoping for some random monster to show up, but it's not gonna happen.
I actually think. Hold on, pause. I might actually have a Chris Starr action figure.
What?
All right, I'm back. So I've got this box of random action figures from childhood, just like random, like Batman the Animated Series, Joker, old 90s. Smells like crayons in here. But this. Is that a Chris Starr character? Like, I don't think it's Chris Starr, but...
Kind of looks a little Tron-y to me, actually.
But he's kind of like all...
Got that circle on his chest. Looks like
it's like very gem-looking, though. So...
Hold that up again so people can identify it if they know. I would love that.
Leave me a comment. What is this from? Is this related to Chris Starr at all, or... What does his butt say?
You can guess it. We will shout you out with a no prize.
1982... Remco, Hong Kong. If that helps you out. There you go. Tell me what this is from. So, I don't know. I when I saw Chris Starr, I was like, I think I had somebody kind of look like that. Because he's kind of got that like helmet that I think Chris Starr has, and I don't know. Anyway, I think that's about all we've got for Pulse Con.
Yeah. Leave
us a comment. What are you hoping that you see at Pulse Con? What is the name of that action figure? And are you if it is Chris Starr, do you have a price threshold, or are you just like, why do I want this random character that nobody knows about? Hard pass. Let us know in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, and stay strong. This lava monster, I think he's also a part of it too. There you go. Little post-credit scene. I think this lava monster goes with that Chris Starr looking dude.
I'm kind of shocked his legs are articulated.
Yeah.
That's kind of impressive technology for whatever year that's from. I like that guy. Yeah, can you pull some other ones out there? What's the other most random one you have?
I got this. All right, I got a few random ones in here. I got this Sabretooth that's like a
Oh
danger room.
no.
Do you remember this one? I think that's. I know that is Sabretooth. It came with, I think, this Wolverine.
That Sabretooth could talk, it would say, "Please kill me." Oh, I remember that Wolverine, dude. I think I used to play with him. Oh my goodness, look at those eyes. That looks like they modeled the Ultimate Legends Wolverine after him.
Haunting your nightmares.
That Sabretooth. He's like... they just captured him and...
This might be my very first action figure I ever remember having, is this Spider-Man.
I like it.
So, got this Wolverine. I don't know if these are supposed to be, so he's like, I think this is like a McDonald's toy. But
yeah.
It's got
is this just a shoe?
claws,
Oh,
or maybe
like
they're
claws,
missiles.
but they're missile.
Right.
I think they're missiles, but they're supposed to evoke his claws.
Yeah. This is the infamous. I've told it a few times on the podcast.
Oh,
this Colossus, and this is my second version of Strong Guy, because when I was a kid, he was like beating him down and like split Strong Guy in half. So that's why I like Strong Guy, because it was one of the first action figures I ever broke. And this other one is a pretty weird one. Not sure what it's from, but it's Transformer-ish. But it's a gorilla with another gorilla head inside of his stomach.
Have you ever tried to transform him?
Yeah. I mean, I think you just kind of pop his...
Why does he have two gorilla heads?
Heck if I know.
Usually they have like a gorilla head and a robot head or something.
Well, he's got a human head that you like flip around.
Two options for his gorilla. Is it like an Animorph? Remember those?
Yeah, possibly.
Can you show me him with his little human head?
So there's his little human head. But yeah, that's it. Like I guess he's supposed to turn into like a smaller monkey. Oh, I think you can pop that over. So yeah, then he's got like the little tiny monkey head that was in his stomach, can also be on his head if you really want a
tinier
head.
Monkey head.
So yeah, I don't know who designed this, but it seems very odd choice to...
Is that Sabretooth I got you in there, or is he somewhere else?
Yeah, he's in the drawer with the Legends. All the other ones are kind of these smaller, like Justice League Unlimited guys. Got this Cyclops. Kind of goofy, but I like him. Same as that Wolverine.
Go play some football.
Whoop.
Ooh,
Gambit.
Gambit's
Pop star.
That looks like it was like a line of like sports X-Men. They all look very sporty.
Yeah.
He looks like he's like about to hike the ball.
That's true.
Or Justin Bieber.
That's just, I mean, they're not articulated, so they've got to come in their dynamic pose already.
Well, wasn't that where they would like, they couldn't have him too tall because the packaging would be too big, so they always make him like hunched over and squatting to like fit him in a box.
Yeah.
I think that was a thing.
Cool. Well, there you go. Post-credit scene over.